Welcome to my channel about military events in Ukraine and the most important events in the world. I want to wish you a good day and good health, so here we go. As you know, Ukraine's allies have been training Ukrainian officers for a long time. Today I'm going to tell you how Britain is training Ukrainian soldiers to handle the new weapons it is supplying Kiev to fight Russian aggression. While at the beginning of the war, the reaction of European leaders was ambiguous and as long as possible to political decisions, now Western countries are not only supplying Ukraine with weapons to counter Russian aggression, but also training Ukrainian soldiers to handle them. Already thousands of Ukrainian defenders have mastered the use of weapons from Western partners, and exercises are continuing now. Ukrainian fighters learn quickly and any weapon in the hands of Ukrainian soldiers becomes even more effective. How do such trainings take place? Here I will ask you to subscribe to my channel and click the likes under this video, thank you. Moving on. Let me give you the words of Mr. Reznik, the main man on the war in Ukraine. We are learning. We learn quickly. Just as quickly we will master aviation and other types of high-tech weapons. The countries that doubted this have already changed their minds. Any weapon in the hands of our warriors becomes even more effective. We will drive the terrorist occupier from our land. Victory is ours, Reznikov said. In particular, Ukrainian fighters are being trained in Britain, Italy, Lithuania, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, France, and Germany. In addition, with the support of Britain, a basic combined arms training course for Ukrainian servicemen has begun. Desire is off the scale. In particular, the Ukrainians are learning how to use British multiple rocket launchers, MLRS, with a range of more than 80 kilometers. According to publicly available information, Britain will supply 3 such advanced systems to Ukraine. The United Kingdom has also purchased 50 howitzers for the troops. The lightweight L-119 model can hit targets at a distance of up to 12 kilometers. The British and New Zealand soldiers, who provide training, are impressed by the Ukrainian soldiers' willingness to learn. Their motivation, to learn as quickly as possible, is incredibly strong. They rarely rest, said artillery officer Rebecca Bullock. They realize they don't have a lot of time, so they want to learn as many new skills as possible, and they just work and work and work, and they ask a lot of questions. How do they act faster? How do they move faster? How do they apply weapons? There's a very strong emphasis on speed. Ukrainians must defeat Putin's Russia as quickly as possible and not leave this war to their children. Those children who are 14 years old in 2014 are fighting now. This war is now 8 years and 4 months and a bit. Let us pray for those who died defending their land and for those children who died in the wars. Let's continue. Western heavy artillery has already begun to reach Ukraine, though in smaller numbers than Kiev has requested. Training the military also takes time. The switch to Western weapons became even more important after the Ukrainian army began to run out of Soviet-made artillery shells. NATO countries use shells of other calibers. For example, the L-119 howitzer with 105mm shells is a very effective weapon. It's very mobile, it can be attached to a helicopter, easily moved around, transported on large and small trucks. The L-119 is likely to fill a gap in Ukraine's military equipment. I hope they manage to use it properly. The Ukrainian soldiers came to Britain already experienced artillerymen. The head of the US Joint Staff has already called them first-rate marksmen. The West says it will support Ukraine in the long run. Today a few hundred Ukrainian servicemen are training in Britain, but tomorrow it could be thousands. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson suggests training 2,500 Ukrainian soldiers each month. The words and actions of a real leader. A word of thanks to those who watched my video to the end. I wish you a good day. See you soon.